The AHO is a very friendly place to work in. I think the people here are great, particularly my Aboriginal colleagues and non-Aboriginal colleagues as well, and we've become good friends over the years. I think it's one most important thing about working at the AHO is the people.
The only thing I knew about the Aboriginal Housing Office was that I lived in one of the properties. So I did my research and I was stoked about having an interview. My interview panel made me feel comfortable, and I sat there and I walked out feeling really confident. I got the call that day and I started at AHO the next day.
AHO is a smaller component of housing, so I get to do a broad range of finance activities that you probably wouldn't get to do when you're working for a larger organisation. So I look at all facets, and it's budgets, it's dealing with Treasury on a daily basis, dealing with all the directors. I really enjoy it. My director's excellent. I've learned a lot from him. I also feel that the directors here are, they're really good to learn from and mentor, great mentors.
One of the reasons I chose to work at the AHO was to develop the Aboriginal Housing Information Service, which gave access and equal opportunity for people to seek housing within New South Wales. I enjoy the job satisfaction, being able to help our community to move forward with their housing within New South Wales. The Aboriginal Housing Office, it's become innovative in the way of its thinking for the future, and I think it's giving us a better opportunity to help our local community. I would support anyone applying for a position in the Aboriginal Housing Office, as I think it's a great career opportunity. It assists our community in moving forward.
The best thing about working with the AHO is that it is family orientated. Not only that, is the work that I do is really very challenging. It actually gives me an opportunity to work in a number of areas. So it's not really focused on the work that I do, but the chance for me to go out, to talk to the community. The first thing that actually comes across to me is the atmosphere, the friendly, the warm atmosphere, the people. The executive as well, because they have that welcoming spirit kind of thing that it makes you feel that you're part of the family, and the opportunity for you to grow professionally and personally. I think that's the best thing.
I think one of the reasons that I came to work at the AHO was I was really interested and passionate about working with Aboriginal communities to ensure that as a government agency and a statutory authority we could provide opportunity through housing and through using our assets for better outcomes for people and communities. I would say, are you passionate? Are you driven? Do you like to work in an innovative space? Well, for me personally, are you excited about policy? I'm always after policy professionals and also graduates who are interested in working not only in Aboriginal affairs, but in the Aboriginal Housing Office. It's an exciting time for Aboriginal affairs generally in New South Wales. So for us, that actually provides an opportunity to work with a lot of partner agencies and to understand broadly across government where are the best opportunities for us to make a difference. I think we like to have fun. We also celebrate our achievements. We also like to work within a challenging environment, but we also recognise each other's skills and abilities, and we all share a common commitment.
AHO is in a transition mode, and we are on the path to building a new and unique organisation. So I would say that if you are willing to work hard, are passionate about Indigenous self-determination and really are looking for a challenging environment to work, then I think AHO can offer great opportunities to you. We're looking for people who actually do believe they want a future in helping Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people housing. Therefore, we recognise as an organisation we need to build careers in the organisation. So, we are hoping that if you are even sort of from the community, we can bring you into the organisation, develop your skills in community engagement, in team building, in leadership, and strategic planning and project management. And these are the skills that we believe will enable you to move on a career path, whether inside AHO, which we'd love to keep you, but also within the public sector of New South Wales.
What's unique about the Aboriginal Housing Office is it has its own Act, its own Aboriginal board, and its focus is primarily on Aboriginal housing, which is a passionate area for me to work in. Look, it's personal for me because as an Aboriginal person, and I've seen the impact of housing has on Aboriginal families. And my grandmother, for example, who tried for so long to get access to housing, and in actual fact was in her whole life was never able to get access to that housing. And I think from a personal perspective, that's the thing that's really driven me, being in a position I'm in and working for an organisation like the AHO, I think can really, really make a difference. One of the most important things at the AHO is our cultural connections to community and people. And so we know that there's significant events that happen throughout the year, and it's really important from the AHO's perspective that we actually celebrate those, because they are both important milestones in the achievements of Aboriginal people, hardships that Aboriginal people have overcome, and they all resonate with the goals the AHO is trying to achieve. So our cultural aspect is and that's for anyone who works in the AHO. I think we've got a great atmosphere in our organisation, and we're evolving, we're changing over time, and it's just going to get better and better. So it's a great place to work. Yeah.
Housing is so important to our people. It's a key component to self-determination and access to other services like education and health and all those other services that you need to exist. And this is a real chance to help the mob and come along. We're a great team of people in here, and very highly skilled, professional, passionate people, and great fun to work with. It's mandatory for everybody in the AHO, whether you are Aboriginal or non-Aboriginal, to undertake cross-cultural awareness training. We will be building the cultural capacity of the department by offering this training, and it's going to be almost like lifelong learning while you're in the organisation. The first training will be online, then we'll have the face-to-face session. Then after you complete that, you go on site training, and then what we want to do is get head office staff immersed in what our regional staff do as well, and also bringing in speakers, and it's a lifelong learning while you're in the AHO, and we want a really, really culturally diverse but culturally competent AHO.